Our topic in this module is NKBA documentation. We're going to be talking about NKBA standards and how to draw your projects so that you can meet the standards. First, we'll talk about project documentation in general and which drawings go into a typical NKBA set. Go into a little more specifics about the title block and the title page. Then in the next video, we'll delve into floor plans and talk about some NKBA specifics for floor plans. Moving on, we will talk about dimensioning the floor plan, which is surprisingly difficult. Moving on to interior elevations, we'll discuss what they are, how you draw them, and finish up with a handful of examples of interior elevations. A typical kitchen or bath project, a set of NKBA project drawings, will start out with a title page and then have the floor plan and then other plans as necessary. Construction plan, mechanical plan, those are really common. And it will definitely have some interior elevations. It might or might not have any detail drawings, perspective, and some additional plans like the countertop plan, soffit plan, reflected ceiling plan. You might have a schedule, either separate from or included in the set of documents. Specifications could be in the set of drawings or could be separate, and you might have a design statement. So the ones marked in red here, title page, floor plan, interior elevations, are the ones we're covering in this module. And for your project right now, you need to do those three marked in red and also a perspective and a design statement marked in blue. Let's start with the basics and talk about the NKBA title block. It is on an 11 by 17 sheet of paper in landscape format, not portrait, landscape. There's a solid border. It's about 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 inch from the edge of the page all the way around. If you are planning on binding your set, give it a little extra on the left-hand side. Otherwise, you can lose some of that. There is a 3/4 inch high block at the bottom with all of your title block information. Starting from the left, there is a legal disclaimer and then the NKBA logo. You only get to put that NKBA logo on your project if you are actually a member of the NKBA. There's another legal disclaimer, and then there's a section for client information, designer information, that's you, a list of revisions and dates that your set was issued, the scale of the drawing, and your sheet number, 3 of 5, for example. Title page. This is the cover page for your set of drawings, and it typically includes the client information or possibly the building information, the location of the building, that would be the address, your name, including your firm name if you've got one, a key to any symbols that you use throughout your set, and an index, a sheet index of all the drawings in your set. It could also include an illustration. Here's an example that has a perspective drawing on the cover page. So this illustration right here, figure 1.3, is the only cover page that is in your design presentation book. It's the only example that we have. And you can see right there on that it doesn't include all of the information that they listed. So I went out and found a couple more examples for you. It looks like the cover page is fairly flexible. You can include a design statement, you can include a three-dimensional image, or one of them included an interior elevation, but you need some basic information about your project. It's an introduction to your project. All right, we just talked about some of the real basics of what is in an NKBA set. Next, let's move on to a floor plan.